It is very late in the evening. It's like midnight, so it's not really evening anymore. It's pretty much getting close to morning. It's been a long day. This one's tired. Oh, but here we are with Ask Kruz number 2. You guys seem to really enjoy that last video, and it's honestly a really enjoyable way for me to interact with you guys. So I am looking forward to doing more of these. I would like to do them honestly like once maybe every month or so. There might be fun stories or topics you guys bring up through it, or give me ideas for other vids. So I'm really enjoying it, obviously, with the other React content. The IRL content's been in kind of a weird spot because we had some stuff happen behind the scenes the last month or two that we're shifting some things around. So it's a reason there was a little bit of a gap in that content, but it is back now. Obviously, woo. I know you guys are really excited about that. Throwing your confetti clap in your hands, really excited. We also have these absolutely wonderful new water bottles out. You know, if Ben or Jackie want to go ahead and flip the camera because I'm a degenerate of a YouTuber that, you know, just always has my camera mirrored. Whoa. But yes, we came out with a new water bottle. It's 32 ounces. That is on sale in merch store if you guys want to check it out. With a bunch of other awesome products if you guys want to see. It is at streamerswarehouse.com. Feel free. It helps me out, the warehouse, and the rest of the team. So if you're looking in store for a really great quality water bottle or any other products, you should go peep it. If you enjoyed the channel, by the way, or any of these vids, or, you know, just absolutely hate my content but enjoy watching it anyways, you know, whatever that is, feel free to hit the sub button. I appreciate having y'all around, and yeah. But yeah, without further ado, let's answer some of your guys' questions. First question from Spencer here saying, how does your hair look so good no matter what? I don't know if this was a joke, like a serious comment, or more so that you just thought my hair looks good in that video, but I did want to kind of go over some little tips for you guys, whether it be guy or girl, anyone that's doing to take care of your hair. So obviously I had extensions in the last video. If you get a little picture here, I kind of posted it on Instagram and stuff when I got it, but long story short, my hair does grow fast, but I hadn't had long hair since I was 18 years old. I'm 23 now. And I wanted to just get it done. So I didn't want to have to wait. I don't have very thick hair. I have pretty fine hair. So I was like, yeah, extensions. And since I have fine hair, you know, I did tape-ins, which is safer for my fine hair. And I really liked them. They looked really good. That was why it looked more full. But there's a lot of tips in general that guy or girl that you should really be aware of in terms of taking care of your hair. I get down really weird rabbit holes where I just study everything that interests me, and yeah, it's one too many trips. Hair is one of them that I've gotten down. So whether you do color treatment on your hair, if you bleach the hell out of it, if you use a lot of drying products on it, like hair heat products, I know obviously I straighten my hair all the time, but you should always be using a heat protectant, even if you're blow drying your hair, to keep it healthy. So reduce split ends, reduce damage, things like that. Try to let your hair air dry as much as you can, leaving conditioners, sort of things like that. But the biggest thing that helps me, especially after bleaching my hair, I'd bleach the living crap out of my hair, pretty much going platinum. I mean, it's super damaging on anybody's hair, but even with how much I've dyed it, my hair's super silky. And I really have that to blame, or more so give credit to my hairdresser when I was out in Washington. But she recommended I use the Matrix Rebond 3-step. If you guys want to put a picture up here, that'd be awesome. If you bleach your hair a lot or you color your hair a lot, use that, follow the instructions. It is insane. It put my hair back to being insanely nice feeling. It didn't feel damaged, nothing. I used it, I think, twice a week for about 3 weeks to a month, and then I reduced it down to about once a week. Obviously still bleaching, pretty good to use. And then sometimes every other week. I don't use it as much anymore. I kind of wait if I use it. Maybe like once a month is what I do really anymore, because I'm not bleaching it. And I'm pretty good about keeping an eye on the heat that I'm using on my hair. So let's see, what's the next question? M Jaws says, Q&A question, do you sleep with a sweatshirt, or am I insane for sleeping with one? I can't speak, dude. Holy cow. I mean, I normally can't speak, but I do sleep with a sweatshirt on sometimes. Kind of depends. I'm one of those people that doesn't have proper night jammies. What the hell you call them? Pajamas, I guess. I've always, we never really had them. I just have always used old sweatshirts and things like that. So I'm on board with you. I don't think it's very weird. Maybe you guys will find it weird, but you know, gotta make do with what you got sometimes, and I've gotten comfy with it. So Cool Oakley asks, would you ever want to do a meet and greet if COVID wasn't around? I love the content. Thank you, Oakley. I appreciate it. I would love to do a meet and greet if it was at a convention center. I personally don't have any desire to do a meet and greet outside of that, purely because I don't really trust people too much. And I mean that in that kind of way possible. There's a bunch of weirdos out there. And I've also, since growing, don't know the size of everything. I don't know how many people would show up. I feel like that would be kind of a breach of privacy if I was traveling and things like that. I like to be like really off the grid for the most part. I've never shared pictures of my houses. I don't even show my neighbors, like, most of the time. I'm really careful. I don't even share, like, when we go outside most of the time, take pictures. I don't share pictures of my backyard. Like, I don't, when I post pictures, I don't post them if I've gone out, like prior to COVID, obviously. And, if, we had to go out and whatnot, like, most of everything's like in our yard, but I don't post stuff until like a day or two later, if not longer, because I'm very weary about that. I'll never location tag. Like, I'm really paranoid with that stuff. I think it's for safety, better for my mental health anyways, so for people not know what I'm doing all the time. So meet and greet would weird me out as well in that aspect. I would rather do it in a safe spot. That being said, if you do happen to see me and like you're not stalking, I probably will be more excited than you guys if you wanted to come up and say hi. However, I will say, don't just follow me around. I've had a couple questions about that people are like awkward. I'm like, trust me, I'm just as awkward, but I'm gonna be like so excited probably and wanting to say hi and everything, because that's just who I am, that it'll go away really quick for you, or it'll go away really quick for me than if you follow me around. Because if you follow me around, I'm gonna be like really weirded out, and I'm gonna be like thinking like, this person I'm about to chop some freaking ass behind me. I'm gonna be sus. I'm gonna think you're an imposter walking around behind me, and I've had to, don't do that. So yes, as long as you just announce yourself and you come up and say hi and whatnot, totally fine. But meet and greet wise, I don't see it happening outside of a convention or an event with me planning it somewhere where it's safe. Oh, Q&A, are you thinking about making a Reddit fan page? I get asked this a lot on stream, or it gets brought up quite a bit on stream. I have a Reddit. I don't know how to use it too well. I enjoy reading more on Reddit, but I mess with so many things. I have to like cap myself on how much I'm using, if that makes any sense. I'm like, if I get genuinely interested in Reddit, aside from the few times that I've used it, I'm not gonna come out of that, and I already use the internet too much. If I figured it out with my mods, maybe, but on the same token, I also don't feel like we're really that big of a channel to do one, so I don't know. Honestly, what I would like to do is put it to Twitter, because I feel like Twitter is pretty similar. Well, I guess it would make, Twitter is weird. Twitter sometimes puts the least liked thing near the top too. I don't really know. I guess you guys let me know on how difficult it is to maintain a Reddit page, and if so, if Reddit is better to do over Twitter. I feel like it would be something I would be willing to do if we got larger, like maybe 500,000 subs. I'd be willing to negotiate starting a Reddit page, a subreddit, and you guys being able to submit things and react there. Aside from that, prior to, I would rather probably do Twitter. Maybe that would be something you guys are interested in. Would it be possible to explain your recent tattoo? Sorry for superficial share. I've explained it quite a bit. I actually just did a TikTok video where I explained it as well, and I can't show, I know there's, I could get a picture for my editors for it. I know I have it on Twitter too, but I can't show it very well on here, and I can't show it too. The angle and the lighting's weird, and it doesn't help. That's the best like I can give you aside from the Twitter picture, which is a way better shot. Essentially, long story short, a lot of you kind of already know that follow my social media, but my best friend last year, he passed away. Unfortunately, just things happened. So anyways, he passed away, and he was absolutely obsessed with the Penrose Triangle, and that was going to be his first tattoo. He had it planned out and everything. And since he wasn't able to get it, in honor of him, I wanted to get it to have a piece of him with me forever. And it brought me so much closure after I got it that I just hadn't been able to get at peace really until that happened, which I didn't expect to happen, though I think you know, after I tweeted out and kind of talked about that, a lot of people on Twitter actually said that that happened with them with their tattoos. I didn't expect it to give me that much closure. So long story short, not what I expected to really feel at peace with or have the reaction that I did, but it helped a lot. So yeah, you know, I got a little piece of him with me forever, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Q&A, do you recommend becoming a YouTuber? Being a YouTuber or a content creator is fun. People severely underestimate the amount of assholes that you deal with on a daily basis compared to, I mean, you deal with them with being a regular celebrity, but you don't have access to social media nearly as much or have to as a celebrity versus an online creator that ends up blowing up. So you have a lot more voices that are shitting on you most of the time. People underestimate that. Two, people tend to, a lot of people, I mean, people try to do that anyways. A lot of people underestimate the amount of time and effort that goes into it as well. And yeah, honestly, those are the two biggest things. If you're up for working 60, 75 hours a week, I mean, if you really wanted to like bust your ass, that's what like I do. And I like it. It's fucking exhausting. But, you know, there's also some people that don't do this either. It just depends. I would say it more or less comes down to that. It's not just, you know, game upload, that's it. Q&A question, how many pets do you have and do you plan to have more? So my personal pet that I have, just one, is Shiva, and she's a Rottweiler, a German Rottweiler to be exact. And she is, by this point, I think she'll be a year in May. My parents do have 2 dogs, which occasionally pop up on stream once in a while, but that is Guinness, and he's getting close to being, his birthday's in April. So he's 4.5, he's gonna be 5 years old soon. And then Indy is going to be 3 in April as well. She's 2.5 right now. And she is a yellow lab. So Guinness is 85 pounds and Indy is like 65, 70, I believe. I think she's closer to 65. But yeah, so we have 3 dogs, and Shiva is the alpha of the house. They never checked her. Which, it's pretty Rottweiler thing, and she was a good dog, so it's fine, but I was just hoping that maybe some easier time with him being like, Guinness being like, yo, don't take that toy, and Indy being like, don't take that toy, but it's not, that never happened, and she just takes toy. It's only from them, she doesn't do it with other dogs. She's a great dog, super sweet though. Anyways, here's another one. Okay, Unknown Boy 90. Okay, how do you wear your headphones like that? Does your hair annoy you when it's in your ears? Okay, so everybody is like, when I show them what I do on stream, okay? So there's a trick. there's a trick, okay? My hair is not in my ears, and I'll show you how. I get headphone crimping still. You're kind of seeing what's going on here. So my hair, okay, you part it. You tuck a good chunk of it, like the under, I would say, not the top, and you put it behind your ear, okay? My ear's like super red because I've had my headphones on for a long period of time now, okay? And then you're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So it's gonna go behind. So now you're gonna have it parted into the front of your ears, all right? And then you just put your headphones on and you push your hair a little bit forward and overlapping, however is a little bit more comfortable for you. And you can't even tell. If you want, you know, you can just pull your hair back a little bit this way. You can still tuck it underneath a little bit, and voila. So there's some people asking specifically what equipment I use, and there's a reason. For the most part, some of the items that I use, I leave out of my setup commands, and that I don't put them in a video. If I do a setup video, I'm not going to show you every little thing that I use. It's going to be like an overview, like sort of thing, just nice, you know, it'll be like nicer shots or questions about, maybe I can do a Q&A when I do it about recommended equipment in general. But the reason I don't specifically say for a lot of the things that I use is because there's so many idiots out there that use every little thing a streamer uses. And while I think it's good to take it into consideration, what we use as content creators most of the time is so fucking overkill for what you guys need to be using. Most of the shit we have, we've invested in the industry. I've been doing this for 5.5, almost 6 years now, right? And a lot of people don't think about that. They take every everything at face value online when they're wanting to do this shit, and they're like, okay, oh my god, $1,000, I should get that, and like they don't really have the money for that, and they think that's the best thing and like the highest quality thing, and that's not necessarily the case because everybody's setup's different. And at the end of the day, it's the content quality is greater than your setup quality or streaming quality or whatever the hell, if that makes sense. Don't get me wrong, like everybody has great quality things anymore that it doesn't, it's kind of a moot point. It's oversaturated. Maybe back in the day it would have put you super ahead, but it doesn't. Does that kind of make sense? It's not a huge deal breaker anymore with content. So anyways, that's why I don't link everything. That's why I don't say everything that I have. Oh, I did want to say a lot of you, I need help. I need help, my fellow YouTube stinkies. So I see a lot of comments on anime and stuff. What are website or phone app recommendations for me to watch? You say it like manga, right? I really like, that's nice for me to wind down at the end of the night because it's just reading and I'm chilling and I'm not hearing anything. I would love, please tell me where I'm supposed to go for that stuff because I want to catch up on things or just read. I hate waiting for anime to come out a lot of the time, and I was already late on the anime trip and started watching like my freshman year of high school. I was super late to the whole thing because I didn't know it was a thing for forever. My being bumfucked nowhere in Illinois. So yeah, please give me recommendations. I like browsing in the middle of the night, and webtoons ain't really cutting it anymore. Either the stories are super short, they're really repetitive, and I've lost interest, or over half of them are like on hiatus, and it makes me sad. If you guys have any questions, please ask them down below for Ask a Kruz number 3. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I put out a bunch of other shitty content just like this one. If you would like to check it out, we've got over 100. We have hundreds of videos on the channel. So if you guys want to go check those out as well, so between stream highlights, funny moments, feel free. I hope you enjoyed this though. Obviously there's react content if you prefer that. Like I said before, feel free to check out the merch website. Really recommend the products that are on there. They're fantastic. I'm very proud of them. We will be having a spring drop coming soon as well, so really recommend following Twitter and keeping an eye for updates on there. If you don't use Twitter, Discord's also linked down below as an option. Everything is the same as my YouTube name here, Kruzadar, Kruzadar. Super easy to find me on everything. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a fantastic rest of your day, stinkies, and bye. Shawty. Goodbye.